So we've explored 5 powerful quotes about wisdom in adversity. What does this all mean for us as we navigate the inevitable ups and downs of life? What are some key takeaways that our listeners can apply to their own lives?
I think the overarching message here is that adversity is not something to be feared or avoided. It's an integral part of the human experience, and it holds within it the potential for incredible growth and transformation.
These quotes remind us that we have the power to choose how we respond to challenges. We can choose to focus on the light, to embrace the lessons that adversity offers, and to cultivate the resilience and perseverance that will help us to overcome any obstacle.
And perhaps most importantly, these quotes remind us that we are not alone in our struggles. There is a profound sense of shared humanity in the face of adversity. Knowing that others have walked this path before us, that they have found wisdom and strength in the midst of their challenges, can give us the courage to keep going.
As we've been talking about these quotes and these ideas about personal resilience, it's got me thinking about how these same principles might apply on a larger scale, like to communities or even entire societies facing adversity.
That's a fascinating connection, and you're absolutely right. These principles of wisdom and adversity aren't limited to individual experiences. They can be applied to any system facing challenges, whether it's a family, a company, or a nation.
Right, because we see collective challenges all the time. Natural disasters, economic downturns, social injustices. These things test the strength and resilience of entire communities.
What's interesting is that the same qualities that help individuals navigate adversity, things like resilience, adaptability, and a willingness to learn from mistakes, are also crucial for collective resilience.
So just like an individual might need to shift their perspective or tap into their inner strength to overcome a personal challenge, a community facing adversity might need to come together to pool resources to find innovative solutions.
Absolutely, and this is where the idea of shared leadership becomes really important. When a community is facing a crisis, it's not enough to rely on a single leader or authority figure. Everyone needs to step up and contribute their unique skills and perspectives.
It's like that saying, it takes a village, or in this case, it takes a community to overcome adversity. And these quotes we've been discussing offer some valuable insights into how communities can tap into that collective wisdom.
Right.
For example, that quote about focusing on the light in our darkest moments. It can be applied to communities as well when a community is facing a crisis. It's important to focus on the positive, on the things that are working, on the people who are stepping up to help. That reminds me of those stories about how communities come together after natural disasters. Even in the midst of devastation, you see people helping each other, sharing resources, rebuilding together.
Exactly. Those are powerful examples of collective resilience in action. And it's not just about practical help. It's also about maintaining a sense of hope, a belief that things will eventually get better.
Right, because hope is contagious. And when a community is united by hope, by a shared vision of a brighter future, it can accomplish incredible things.
And that's where perseverance comes in, that unwavering commitment to keep going, even when the challenges seem insurmountable. Communities that can maintain a sense of hope and persevere through difficult times are the ones that ultimately emerge stronger and more resilient.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into wisdom in adversity, I think the key takeaway is that these principles are universal. They apply to individuals, to communities, to all of us as we face the inevitable challenges of life.
And by embracing these principles, by choosing to focus on the light, to learn from our mistakes, and to persevere even when it's hard, we can create a more resilient and hopeful future for ourselves and for generations to come.
Beautifully said. And remember, you can find all of these quotes and many more on our website, timelessquotes.blog. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, and we'll see you next time on Timeless Quotes.